Formally welcome you to this 23rd Annual General Meeting. I request the Board of Directors to occupy the dais. And I also request Auditor Mr. Amarnath Reddy to occupy the dais. We are closing the e-voting and I am requesting scrutinizer Mr. L.D. Reddy to consolidate the data and keep it ready so that we can announce to the shareholders.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of all of us, it gives me great pleasure to extend a warm and hearty welcome to all of you to this 23rd Annual General Meeting of your company. I also take this opportunity to thank you on my behalf and on behalf of the entire board present here for your interest and your presence here today. Results of operation for this company, the company recorded more than 130% growth in top line during the last year with an impressive performance, mainly under the defense offset program of the Indian government. The company continues to do well in securing export orders under defense offset programs. The company's proven track record in terms of adherence to stringent quality control measures, followed by timely delivery to customers, is providing some good momentum for our export business. The company has also been liberal in distributing dividends and rewarding shareholders with the bonus shares. Its dividend policy is to normally distribute 20-25% of post-tax profits as dividends to take its stakeholders. In keeping with this policy, this year it has declared dividend of 55% as against 40% for the last year. Business prospects. The defense segment, both domestic and exports put together, is the major contributor of sales. With defense offset requirement is driving the export business to a large extent. The business potential from this segment is likely to improve further in the coming years. Most relevant developments to watch for would be in the area of defense exports, which the government will encourage in the coming years. It will continue the momentum during financial year 2015 also. Other business comprising of meteorology, hydrology and communication sector has performed credibly considering the existence product profile of our company. Coming to business prospects, long-term view, our country's total defense expenditure, around 41% is spent on capital expenditure. This provides an immense opportunity for both domestic and foreign players. In this direction, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, short form DIPP, has suggested that FDI limit be raised to 74% from the present 26%. When accepted, this will raise foreign investment and enable the transfer of foreign technologies to India and widen the market base for entity like ours. Very recently, the government has reduced defense items requiring industrial license by 60%, which is a breakthrough in providing the thrust to manufacturing in this segment. DIPP has also clarified that in areas where industrial license requirement is lifted, FDI restriction will not apply. This will open up floors for both domestic and foreign companies to participate more aggressively in this segment. Defense capital expenditure is estimated to go at least at a CAGR of 10% in next 2-3 years. This increase in expenditure will lead to a higher acquisition of weapon systems and equipment by the armed forces. Your company being a leading supplier of critical subsystems for domestic market, the Financial Times study has projected that about 15,000 defense contracts in the decade ending 2022 with offset obligation of around $100 billion is likely to be released by our country. This gives an estimate of the size of defense offset export business potential, which can be tapped by entities like your company. As your company is already an approved vendor for a couple of global companies, it's well positioned to take advantage of these business opportunities. The technology strength of the company is being enhanced to next generation by assimilation of technology. A strong R&D base is providing more ways to diversify in the defense sector. The company has budgeted to spend about rupees 120 million during this year. Company has been awarded for outstanding achievement about 200 million rupees for the year 2012-2013 from the Electronic Industries Association of India, New Delhi. Short form is called LISINA. The notice of the annual general body meeting, the director's report and the audited annual accounts for the year ended 31st March 2014 have been with you for some time, and with your permission, I shall take them as read. Do we have your permission to take them as read? Oh. I would like to conclude by saying we had a very good year. If you have any questions, my team will be glad to answer them after a short video presentation of the company, which you are doing for the first time, and presentation of statutory auditory report. Once again, thank you for coming here and being with us this morning. Thank you very much.
In a world driven by continuous changes in technology, where precise information is essential to deal with unknown threats, excellence stands apart, which is why Astra Microwave continues to stay at the forefront in the development of critical RF and microwave components and subsystems. Today, Astra Microwave is highly renowned in India and abroad for its expertise in the development of high-end network-centric warfare system. Astra Microwave uses world-class technology to manufacture a range of radar products like TR modules, beamformers, receiver exciters and power amplifiers, wideband products ranging from DC to 40 GHz, direction finding systems, radar-borne receivers, ultra-high-speed RF switches, pre-filters, digital log video amplifiers have been built and delivered by the Astra under the electronic warfare segment. Astra has made critical subsystems like command guidance unit and radio proximity fuses for missile platforms. These products are in high volume production for induction by the armed forces. Astra Microwave has delivered data and video telemetry systems deployed on board the LCA combat aircraft. Astra has also supplied transponders, airborne and ground data links unit for various UAV program. Astra Microwave also takes its expertise into the space segment with a range of products which include onboard transponders, receivers, transmitters, power amplifiers, antenna and switch matrix in various bands. Astra has abundant experience in the development of antenna for a telecom, defense and space sectors. Astra also has an in-house antenna test range to test and measure various antenna parameters. Astra Microwave has scored further success as India's largest fabulous MMIC design house, designing path-breaking products that have shaped the future of MMIC technology in India. Apart from this, Astra has developed and delivered automatic weather stations for weather monitoring, MSS terminals for disaster communication, non-linear junction diode-based detectors for security application. New products are in development for homeland security systems. At Astra, great emphasis is laid on providing the best possible facilities in terms of technology and work environment that enables people to explore, innovate and invent new solutions to the problems at hand. Today, Astra operates through 4 different units spread across 5 lakh square feet, all of which are located in Hyderabad, India, in order to fulfill its vision. Astra has the capability to transform futuristic concepts developed in the design phase into fully functional products. They can be efficiently mass-produced using the in-house production lines that meet global standards. It is for such attributes that Astra is the leader today in India's indigenous defense and aerospace market, one of the fastest growing markets in the world. A dedicated facility has been earmarked for making space products where the infrastructure process and manpower are qualified by ISRO to produce products that form parts of satellites. Astra's stellar performance has accompanied a number of awards for its lasting accomplishments in various fields that is reflected in our growth, and we are known for one vision, many interpretations, one goal, many to run the race, one mission, diverse meanings. In part or in entirety, we speak one language, the language of progress, the language that has many versions and takes us on many diverse paths. This is us, Astra Microwave Products Limited, a company built on a foundation of endeavor and enterprise, a company raised on dimensions of change and evolution, a corporate enterprise that has grown on skill, vision and expertise. This is your company, Astra Microwave Products Limited, where growth is measured on how much we have benefited the planet, where success is calculated on how far we have met the need of the hour, where the winners are the ones who identified a requirement and translated it into a successful venture. The future is our canvas, not for speculation, but for certain growth in a defined landscape. The landscape where technology evolves and we grow with it. Going forward, top line expected to grow at the rate of 10 to 15% if the offset related export business continues the way as it is now. Positive economic outlook of India will drive growth in Indian defense expenditure strongly in the next 5 years. Technological strength of the company is being enhanced to next generation by assimilation of technology. R&D investments into systems development will facilitate foray into newer markets. Be a part of our evolution, our growth, our future. Astra Microwave Products Limited.
Because in every general meeting, we are getting requests from the members that they are not able to see the facilities. And being a unique technology company, they are not really able to understand what we actually are. To facilitate that, we made this presentation to all of you.
Now I request the statutory auditors to read the report, or the auditor's report is already with you, and with the permission of the members present, I take the auditor's report as read. I invite questions, comments, suggestions from members on annual account, company performance, or any other question is there. My entire team is here. They'll be glad to answer it. Any questions, comments?
Yes. Mic, mic, hand mic.
सर बोलने का तो एक ही बात है, कल हमारे मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर का बर्थडे है, इसको मैं विश करने के लिए खड़ा हुआ हूँ। तो पूरे शोल्डर की तरफ से, कमर बोर्ड की तरफ से आपको विश करते हैं। सर भी 69 कंप्लीट करके 70 में कम एंट्री होंगे, तो वो खुशी के मौके पे बोनस इश्यू करें।
Sir, board of directors, I think I am fortunate enough to at least give my presence at the particular time, because the meetings are not for me, but I am fortunate. Thanks to see the director, I have taken lot of pain, but God has helped me to keep my presence. Yes, sir, we are doing very well. The things are going well. Appreciation is there, but as has been said, the thing in the market, because I need to know more in the future, because the new government has come, lot of changes have come, and they are appropriate according to our environment in which we are dealing. We have also placed our equity. It is not today. Earlier, those who have the vision, they have placed their faith in the company's activities. Today, since I have been late, please throw some light where we will be in the future with the global activities that are going on, and we may be tying up with them. This is the right question, and this may be taken care. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The things here are we have done in giving best appreciation. I don't want to wait for 2 years, as I am almost 70, but try to take that decision by the board. Give today, and next time you give more double at the 20th February. This is my wish list. I also like to take corporate social responsibility and throw some light over the future and first quarter results, if it has been announced. I have not seen it. Throw some light over it, and I think that the staff and the environment in which we are going, it is on a right direction. Improve it to the extent it is possible. Try to take care of the forex fluctuations, which are also required because of the ups and downs. Try to take care of, and I say thank you to the management board. Thank you.
And since he came little late, we have given a very elaborate explanation of what we are likely to be in the next 5 years. I request you to kindly go through the chairman's speech, and you will understand what is going to be the future. Then, of course, regarding the bonus issue and all, the Silver Jubilee is another 2 years away. Definitely, we will take a call at the right time. Okay. Then regarding the foreign exchange and all, we are a net exporter. Therefore, we have a natural hedge over whatever the FE fluctuations are there. Still, we are working out to see that there is a minimum damage in terms of that activity. I think I have answered all your questions. Yeah, quarter results, I think as a top line, we did about 190 crores. And the bottom line is close to about 19 crores. Definitely, we will take care of the shareholders.
आप सबसे पहले बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। सबसे पहले टीम मल्लारेड्डी मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर साहब को, जो आज हम शेयर सब अनलिस्टेड था, जब से हमें कंपनी में शेयर होल्डर है, आज भी साहब इतनी मेहनत करके इतनी कंपनी इंप्रूवमेंट करे, जो आज मार्केट कैपिटल 1000 करोड़ प्लस जो भी प्रेजेंट में बताया, बहुत बड़ी खुशी की बात है। और आपने हर एवरी ईयर ग्रोथ इंप्रूवमेंट करे, आपकी इतनी बड़ी कड़ी मेहनत के साथ आज सबको शेयर होल्डरों को, बड़े को बड़ा, छोटे को छोटा बेनिफिट मिला है। और लास्ट एजीएम में अपना शेयर प्राइस 40 रुपीज था, आज 3 टाइम्स इंक्रीज हुआ है, जो 140 शेयर है। और अभी भी 140 में हमारे को ग्रोथ आगे मार्केट में इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग न्यूज है कि अभी यहाँ से शेयर 1 ईयर 2 ईयर्स के अंदर आपको 300 से 400 को देखने को मिलेगा। और इसके वास्ते मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ आपको। धन्यवाद।
మై నేమ్ ఇస్ రమేష్ శంకర్ గొల్ల సార్, మన షేర్ హోల్డర్ని. ట్రాఫిక్తో కొంచెం లేట్ అయింది, బట్ మీరంతా డయాస్ మీద ఉన్నందుకు నాకు చాలా సంతోషము. ఎందుకంటే సార్, ఇది 5 నిమిషాల్లోనూ 2 నిమిషాల్లో అవగొట్టే కంపెనీ కాదు. మా మల్లారెడ్డి గారు కానీ, మొత్తం బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ డైరెక్టర్లు కానీ ప్రతి విషయం పైన మీరు తేలిగ్గా తీసుకోకుండా బాగా సీరియస్గా సేల్స్ మీద కానీ ప్రాఫిట్ మీద కానీ డివిడెండ్ మీద కానీ చాలా సూపర్గా మీరు మొత్తం టోటల్ పెంచుతూ ఒక్క షేర్ హోల్డర్కి ప్రతి ఒక్క షేర్ హోల్డర్ కూడా మీరు సంతోషాన్ని ఇస్తున్నారు. ఇది చాలా సంతోషించదగ్గ విషయము. జనరల్గా ఏమంటే సార్, మనకి దివాళీ అనేది ఇంకా చాలా టైం ఉంది. ఆ దివాళీ లాంటి షేరే ఈ మన అస్ట్రా మైక్రోవేవ్, ఆ పేరులోనే ఉంది సార్ వేవ్ అనేది. ఆ ప్రాఫిట్ కూడా అట్లాగే వేవ్స్ లాగా పయనిస్తూ ఉంది. చాలా సంతోషం సార్. ఎందుకంటే సార్, మీరు ఈ రకంగా రిపోర్ట్లో మీరు ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇంకా పెద్ద మనం ఈ దీనిలో ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళను మనం హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్ చెప్పాలి. ఎందుకంటే దీనిలో ఏమీ మనం క్వశ్చన్ చేయడానికి లేదు. ఏదైనా సరే సంతోషించదగిన విషయం సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సార్.
चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, मेरा नाम शंकर लाल लटे है सर, इस कंपनी का शेयर होल्डर। लेकिन बॉटम लाइन प्रॉफिट इतना इंक्रीज नहीं हुआ है, तो प्रॉफिट और इंक्रीज हो उसके लिए जो सो कंपनी क्या एफर्ट लगा रही है, उसके बारे में थोड़ा और डिटेल बताइए सर। सर दूसरा, जो ऑडिटर रिपोर्ट आपने मेंशन किया है, वो अभी भी कंपनी एक्ट 1956 को फॉलो कर रहा है, जबकि नया कंपनी एक्ट आ गया है, उसको क्यों नहीं फॉलो कर रहे, उसको उसके बारे में भी क्लियर। थैंक यू।
Yeah, actually, this new Companies Act has become effective only from July or end of June, whereas these accounts and audit report pertains to the financial results as of 31st March 2014, and hence they have to report with reference to 1956 Act. Now, whatever is applicable, they have been followed while preparing the financial statements, whereas auditor's report refers to the 1956 Act for 31st March 2014 financial accounts. You can cross-check the Companies Act and various circulars given by them, and everything has been done as per the provisions. Then regarding the profitability, it depends on the product mix of the company. We are able to grow almost 130% because of the export business. Export business is normally it is a volume-based business. The margins are low and volumes are high. Therefore, if you take it in totality, whatever best is possible, that has been delivered.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we have received the e-voting results for all the proposed resolutions from Mr. L.D. Reddy, who was the supervisor for the e-voting. All the resolutions are passed unanimously except resolution number 4, 6 and 9, which are passed by majority. Number of votes polled in favor of all resolutions except 4, 6 and 9 were 308,37785, which is 37.69% of paid up capital.
Yeah, for the convenience of the chairman, just I will read out the results. The resolutions other than 469 have been voted unanimously, whereas resolution number 4, 0.04% have voted against the resolution, whereas the remaining people have voted in favor of the resolution. Similarly, resolution number 6, 0.006 have voted against the resolution, remaining people have voted in favor of the resolution. Similarly, resolution number 9, there is one shareholder with 7 shares who has voted against. Therefore, the percentage of the people who have voted against is 0.0003%. Now we are announcing the results who have voted here. Resolution number 1, there are about 813 votes voted in favor and 2 have voted against. Resolution number 2, again 813 have voted in favor and 3 against. Then resolution number 9, there is a 1 against. Resolution number 10, there are 10 against, whereas 813 have voted in favor. Then resolution number 11, 813 voted in favor and 10 against. Resolution number 16, 813 voted in favor and 10 against. All the other remaining resolutions were voted unanimously.
So all the resolutions are passed unanimously.
Yeah.
So I now declare that the meeting is concluded and I would request all of you to join for the lunch. Thank you very much.